Alright, I'm back. Today I'm going to show you how to sideload stuff onto the Ouya. And I was actually playing around with this last night, and it took me a while to get it to work. The easiest way I found to do it is you actually have to download an APK through the web browser, and then you have to use the downloader to install it onto your Ouya, and then you get the program and you can check it out to see if it works. So here's how we get to the browser. So you're going to go to Make, go to Software, and then go to your browser. And you can see this is some stuff that I've tried to get working. Actually, a lot of this does not work. Like Netflix does not work. Meganoid, these don't work right now. Grand Theft Auto 3, though, does work, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Okay, browser. So you're going to get this. What you're going to want to do then is put in a URL where your APK is. You can use Dropbox. I used Mediafire one time. There is one URL that I made that I know is here, which is a tiny URL address. I was originally going to use this to download a download manager so that I could just dump stuff into the download folder when I connected the Ouya via USB cable. However, that didn't work. Or at least the manager didn't work. So I have to go this route. Ended up using Dropbox for everything. Alright, so for example, I'd be downloading through Mediafire. I'm actually going to use the touchpad here, download, and you'll see a little notification saying starting download. So I did that originally thinking, okay, this is going to be just like my Android phone where I'd be able to install stuff easily, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I would download it and still wouldn't pop up the installation screen. So I read up online a little bit and figured out how to get to it. And it's really hidden. You have to actually go down to your settings, go down to Manage, go down to System, Advanced, and that's going to pull up your default Android operating system settings. You're going to want to scroll down here to Storage, and then once you get there, have to wait for it to actually download. You should see a thing say Downloads on here, and once you see that, you would just hit the O button, and it will pull up the applications that you have installed, or that you can install. Like, for example, these are some of the uninstalled Ouya games I've actually downloaded. I think I backed out of the browser too quick, but you would see a downloads folder here. You would just hit the O button to go into that. Select the APK you want, and when you hit O on it, it'll ask you if you want to install it, and then you just install it, and then install it like normal. Once you've done installing that, you'll find all of your installed APKs are going to be in the Make folder under Software. So Grand Theft Auto 3, this is just the standard Android version, which I know does support the controller, or at least it supports a controller. So this was one of the first games, because I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto fan, to see if it would work. And it runs, and the controls actually do work okay. I think there's some of the bindings are missing, like some of the camera stuff. But for the most part, it works pretty well. Let's see if we can get some gameplay here. Past these loading screens. And here we go. See, I can control the first-person camera using the right analog stick. I can control movement with the left analog stick. Running with the O button, A would be melee, jump is going to be the U button, and Y would be to hijack the car. Very similar to if you've played, pretty much any of the Grand Theft Auto games. The controls are absolutely the same. I did notice some of the graphics are kind of messed up. If you notice the sky right there, the sky doesn't quite look right. That may have been the settings. I have the settings turned to max, and maybe I should just set it to high, because some of the graphic features may not be supported by the Ouya. Anyways, that's that. And of course, to exit out of the game, just hold down the Ouya button, and then let go, and you're back. So that's it. That's how to sideload applications onto the Ouya. I'm actually going to hopefully compile a list of games that do support the controller. Grand Theft Auto 3 being one of them. I think Vice City is probably going to be the same since 3 supported it. And there was one. It was a Steampunk Racing 3D. Did support the controller, but the controls kind of sucked. It was all bound to the left analog stick. So your acceleration brake and left and right steering were all on one stick, which is kind of terrible. But you can play it. It's just not very fun to play. But Grand Theft Auto, great game with the controller. So I'm going to test a few more and hopefully have a list to compile of games that you can sideload that work with Ouya until we actually get direct Ouya ports. That's it for now. Look forward to more videos coming soon.